It's funny because a girlfriend of mine just said, well, you go 200 miles an hour, and yet I think I live a very serene life. So,
but
go ahead.
the speed of your life, she is comparing your life to her life,
Okay.
and you are comparing your life to your life.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, the gap between where you want to be and where you are doesn't feel like a big gap to you.
No.
Where the gap between what you're living and what she's living may feel like a bigger gap to her. That's why we encourage her and everyone to stay out of everybody else's business. Don't compare your outcome to anyone else's. Let your comparison be about what I've asked for and what I'm letting in. Mm-hmm. We've been saying for a long time, in fact, the very first reference that we were making as we began flowing through Esther about this is, when you want it and you believe it, then there is no vibrational discord, and it is. Mm-hmm. When you want it and you doubt it, now mm-hmm. there's variance, and now it can't be. Mm-hmm. And so when you realize that, as you recognize that the law is the law of attraction, and that well-being is the order of this world, and that everything that you want is possible, and that your source has already achieved it and is calling you toward it, and that it's just a matter of however much time it takes you to stop turning upstream about it and start turning toward it, then you realize that you will close the gap between where you are and what you want over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. But you will never completely close the gap, mm-hmm. because you will never stop being in a place where you cease launching still further. Mm-hmm. And so we think that the ideal life experience is much as you've described it, where life keeps calling you forward. In other words, your life keeps causing you to ask for yet more, but your understanding in the laws and your belief in your own deservability causes you to offer no resistance. So it's just a matter of asking and receiving, asking and receiving, asking and receiving, asking and receiving, asking and receiving. What a magnificent life that is. That's what you had planned when you came forth.